Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. The Black Ops 3 hype is well underway now. Zombies has been teased left, right, and center. We've had trailers, we've had teasers from Jason Blundell himself. And if you don't know who Jason Blundell is, he's the guy that's on your screen right now. He's the game director for Campaign and Zombies in Black Ops 3. There's a link to an interview I did with him at Gamescom this year in the description. But this video is specifically going to be talking about an Instagram post from TREYARCH with the caption, "All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up." Now that's a quote, we'll get onto that in a moment, but first of all, let's just take a quick glance at the image itself. Obviously, you can see that Jason is having a video shot of him. Presumably, it's going to be an interview of some kind, as we're used to TREYARCH doing when they have things to talk about regarding DLC or things that are coming down the pipeline in general. Now, the interesting thing about this is that the quote is specifically from Sunset Boulevard, and I think that there's actually a little digging we can do here that is completely justified, mark my words, that might give us an idea of what it is that TREYARCH specifically are filming, or rather, what this shot, when we see it in the project that they're making, is going to entail. So, in the film itself, if you look up the plot on Wikipedia or some other website, you'll find that it's basically a quote from the end of the film, this, "All right, Mr. DeVille, I'm ready for my close-up," and the idea is that this woman makes an impromptu speech, this is quoted from Wikipedia, about how happy she is to be making a film again. She ends the speech with the quote, and I think that we can look at this from two different points of view. One of them is the point of view of me, MrRoflWaffles, because I talked to Jason at length at Gamescom, and there's something that I need to tell you about what we talked about there, but also we can look at the fact that in the film itself, it's almost like the fourth wall is being broken, right? The woman turns to camera and is talking about the wonderful people in the dark out there behind the camera lens, and it's very much an example of the viewer being talked to, essentially, which we get in Zombies all the time, but that is basically breaking the fourth wall. Now, I talked to Jason loads at Gamescom, right? And I was saying stuff like, "Jason, when you turn to camera in your interview and you say things like, 'Did I mention the giant robots?' or 'fog rolling in?' These quotes have been picked up on by the community, and we sort of love and hate them. I mean, 'Did I mention the 1,000-foot-tall giant robots?' is something that is going to fill many a heart with dread if you hear it before a DLC trailer, but at the same time, they're classic quotes now in the Zombies community. I personally am a huge fan of those moments, and so I was saying to Jason, when they do that sort of thing in the trailers, when TREYARCH does that sort of stuff, when Jason says those sorts of things and turns to camera, it's awesome, and Jason's response was that he really loves that sort of content. He thinks that putting his own little spin on things in that way and sort of giving it a little twist that maybe speaks to the viewer in a certain way or changes the nature of what is being said or whatever it might actually be is something that he's extremely interested in doing. And so I think that there's a really damn good chance that just like in this film when this woman says this quote, "All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up," just like in that instance, and just like Jason was saying at Gamescom, I think that it's highly likely that the fourth wall is going to be broken in one of these interview segments that they do in their trailers, and at some point, they're going to talk right to us and they're going to say some silly stuff. It's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. As far as speculating as to what it is that they're recording goes, I'm not actually 100% sure, but I'd be interested to hear your thoughts in the comments section. We could sit here and talk for a while about things like, well, what have we had so far? We've had the Shadows of Evil trailer, we've had the giant intro cutscene, and those aren't things that would have intro segments, and then we could say, what are we expecting to see in the future? Are we going to see, for example, the Shadows of Evil intro cinematic posted by TREYARCH before release, or are they going to leave that till launch? Are they doing something with that intro cutscene, or not? Who knows what the plan is? I don't, no one really does apart from TREYARCH right now, but your speculation and my speculation is completely harmless and quite fun, really, to be honest. So leave some in the comment section down below. I've been MrRoflWaffles. You've been a watermelon. Wait, no, you're not a watermelon because you've subscribed, haven't you? And you've also liked the video. Awesome. Great stuff. So if you've got any thoughts, leave them in the comments like I've said, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.